We'll go on and call the meeting to order for public property. The first bill that we have is House Bill number 8. This is UMMC property revising leasing authority by removing certain minimum requirements of improvements to development. This is the same bill basically that has passed out of the Senate, where we're removing the mixed use requirement for the Meridian property that is being let out, I guess, by UMMC. If there are no questions, or if you need additional information, please let me know. Are there any questions? Is there a motion? It's been moved, title sufficient, do pass. All those in favor, please respond by saying aye. Opposed? That bill will be reported. Okay, thank you. Who's that on the Zoom with us? Barrett, okay, thank you, Senator. The next bill is House Bill number 9. It's the Mississippi Law Enforcement Officers Training Academy, naming fire range as the Lieutenant Colonel Pat Cronin firing range. That bill has been filed, I think, at the request of DPS. I believe that was actually authored by the Speaker. This is a property that is currently used as a firing range, owned by the state, Mississippi Law Enforcement Officers Training Academy, and it will be renamed as the Pat Cronin firing range. Are there any questions? Hearing none, is there a motion? It's been moved, title sufficient, do pass. All those in favor, please respond by saying aye. All those opposed? And that bill will be reported as well. The next item on the agenda is House Bill number 213, DFA, Authorized Office of Surplus Property to administer the federal donation program. This is basically the same bill that has passed out of the Senate previously. It's, I would say, cleanup language, technical language, to make sure that funds that are being collected in reference to the surplus property program are designated for the Office of Surplus Property's federal designation program, as opposed to being held or being a part of DFA's general budget. That's basically an explanation of the bill. Are there any questions? Hearing none, is there a motion? It's been moved, title sufficient, do pass. All those in favor, please respond by saying aye. All those opposed? That bill will be reported. The last item on the agenda is House Bill number 1018, State Buildings, name Department of Public Safety, Gulf Coast Regional Forensics Laboratory as the Gary T. Hargrove Memorial Forensic Laboratory. Now, I've just received a request regarding this bill. Mississippi Board of Mental Health, acting on behalf of the Mississippi Department of Mental Health, is seeking authority to sell a property at East Mississippi State Hospital. I think it's basically an administrative building where they want to receive authority to sell that property and use the proceeds for their alcohol and drug program. And what I'm asking the committee to do is to amend House Bill 1018. It will be reported as a strike call if so amended, and we would also include a reverse repealer, just for the purpose of making sure that we have a vehicle alive to transfer properties should any additional requests come forward. So we have the 3 issues involved. We're naming the forensic laboratory as the Gary T. Hargrove Memorial. Then there will be the authority to transfer this property by East Mississippi State Hospital, along with a reverse repealer. Are there any questions?
Do we have a copy of that strike-all?
I've just received the copy. You can actually look at what I have here. When I say that this is hot off of the press, that's literally what has taken place. Senator Butler? The strike-all would be to change the name of the building for the Gulf Coast Regional Forensics Laboratory. We would be renaming the building as the Gary T. Hargrove Memorial Forensics Laboratory. And Mr. Hargrove is deceased, but he was actually a coroner who served in that area. As I understand it, that this bill passed out of the House without any opposition, so that would be the first issue. The second issue would be to allow the Mississippi Board of Mental Health, acting on behalf of the Mississippi Department of Mental Health, to sell an administrative building at the East Mississippi State Hospital, and then there would be a reverse repealer, which would basically send this measure to conference in case there are any other issues that come up regarding transfers of property. Is there a question? Senator Seymour.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. My question is kind of for legal counsel. Section 2, how is that germane to the bill?
I would say that it is a public property issue, and the issue regarding public buildings is a public matter, and I would say that I would recommend that it is germane. Senator Blunt.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I know when I was in Senator Turner's position, it seemed like every year at the end of the session there'd be some minor transfer of either state, county, municipal property, and we always tried to have a vehicle in conference with Chairman Weathersby and I, and Chairman Weathersby still chair on the House side, to have a vehicle in conference for those local requests that come up. So this would, as I understand it, this is the vehicle we've got, and it just seems like I wouldn't be surprised if you get another one, Senator Turner Ford, but you need something. Otherwise, you got to wait around a whole year for them to do what they want to do, even if it's not controversial. So thank you.
And to thank you, Senator Blunt, and to further add to that, now I think that there is a bill that could have been amended and brought up on today's agenda, but that bill is not before us. That would have that code section, but this would provide an opportunity in case that there are other requests from legislators to transfer property. We would be in a position to do that. If you can use your microphone.
Is it proper to amend to add the strike on?
I'm sorry?
Is it proper to add the strike on?
I would say yes.
Okay. I so move.
So it's been moved that we adopt the bill as amended, strike all.
Okay.
All those in favor, please respond by saying aye. Opposed? That bill will adopt the strike all. Is there a further motion regarding the bill? All those in favor, please respond by saying aye. Opposed? That bill will be reported. Is there a final motion? Rise report. Thank you all.